Who's on? Olia is on. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Who else is on there? But yeah, it is a bit of a damp day out today. I guess we're supposed to get rain on and off showers between now and next Wednesday. So that's what we'll see in the forecast. It's still 16 degrees or something out, so it's not too chilly. It gets a little cooler in the evenings, maybe down to 9 or 10 degrees. But we've had it as high as yesterday. It was 21 degrees. So for an October here in Canada or in Eastern Canada, we're doing pretty well with the temperature. So there, we've already tackled the weather here in Canada. What else has been going on? Well, today I hit 300,000 views on my videos. So that was a pretty big milestone. Pretty happy about that. I love seeing the channel growing and the different ways that it's been growing over the years too. Whether it started out with the push-up videos that I did with my children very early on, to the thank you very much, Olia, to the storybooks that I was reading, children's storybooks. And then we got into post-crossing and stamp collecting and Lego and local festivals, travel videos wherever I've been going. So the channel's changed quite a bit since the early days. And there are some of you who have been here since the very beginning. There are some of you that are dedicated, that watch every video no matter what I put out. So I want to thank all of you that do that and keep things going and keep sending me ideas about different things that I can be doing too. Stamp of the Month is a big success. We've been doing monthly giveaways for a long time now with that, and so more and more people are tuning into the Stamp of the Month. Stamp versus Stamp, which is my collaboration with Snail Mail with Smokey, that has been an ongoing success too. We're coming up on our 1-year anniversary of doing that. That video I hope will be out sometime next week. We have both been quite busy this week, so it wasn't able to come out at the start of the month. But I guarantee we are thinking about it and working on it. Christopher, welcome. Yes, you made it. Got onto the live stream in real time. I know some of you are part of the replay crew, and I appreciate you guys watching after the fact too. So that being said, we're live, and so if you got questions, you can ask them. As far as my question of the month that I put out there, it was what do you get from your hobby and why? And so I've got a couple responses have come in for that. What I will be doing, as always, the first Saturday in the new month, so the first Saturday in November, I will read the answers to that question, and we'll come up with a new question for the month of November. So that being said, what else can we talk about this early on? Christopher, what's going on where you are right now? And Olia, how are things in Poland? I want to keep the questions out to you guys too. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button as well. What do we have here? Well, today we're going to be doing this. I've caught up on all my direct swaps, which was great. Well, up until this week. So any of the new ones that have come in this week, I'll have to respond to. I am going to be doing a bit more. Oh, Charmaine's on. You must be getting excited. Almost time for your big trip. Midi is on really quickly here. She's on the bus on her way home. So thank you for joining, both of you. So yeah, post-crossing. I started to get caught up. I sent out 3 cards this week with post-crossing for World Postcard Day, which was, I think, a pretty big success. I had ordered 50 of my personal polo cards, and almost every one of them is gone. I think I have 2, maybe 3 of them left. So I'm glad to be able to send all that, and I'll look forward to hearing from anybody when they show up. Hey, Lyndon, I hope you and Lauren made it home safely. Thanks for coming out and visiting and joining the live stream this time. We really enjoyed having the 3 of you here visiting with us. So hopefully you enjoyed your time here on the East Coast. For those of you who don't know Lyndon, you'll have to watch the Rocks video or Hopewell Cape. That video, he makes an appearance and we talk, and yeah, happy to have him as part of the family. What else? Where was my train of thought going before that? Oh yeah, post-crossing. I've got to get caught up more. I did 3 cards for World Postcard Day for post-crossing. I still think I've got 18 more that I can send out, so I'll be back doing that very soon. Love to hear it, Lyndon. There's so much more we can show you when you come back, whether you come back in the summer and you can see everything when it's in full bloom, or you can come in the winter and help dig things out. You can do that too. We suggest the summer. Oli is watching a movie and on here at the same time. You gotta split your personality so you can do both. Very impressive. Well, say hello to your husband for us. And Charmine's getting very excited about her trip. She leaves a week from Monday, so she's going to leave on Canadian Thanksgiving. That's when she's traveling out. That's good. Very soon, you and Olia will be in the same place. Have a nice Polish dessert for me while you guys are both there. Oh, and if we're talking about visitors, so Lyndon, Lauren, and Mason were here. They've gone back, and now my wife's brother Andrew and his wife Amanda are here. They're going to be here for a few weeks. So that's our current visitors that we have in town. Next weekend, as I said, will be Canadian Thanksgiving. So there'll be a meal being done up for that. Next week's also my birthday, so there'll be something for that. But we're going to be keeping it low key. One of the things we're doing for that is the stamp show. The stamp show happens to fall on my birthday, so I'll be going to that. Lately, I've been taking my phone and taking all the pictures and videos from our trip and dumping on an external hard drive, trying to free up space on my phone. Also, one day I'd like to upgrade my phone, so I want to make sure there's not a whole lot of stuff on it, so it doesn't take a long time to transfer. So I've been doing that in my spare time between making videos or doing laundry or working on other things. We've got an annoying thing that happened this week. Our TV, which we watch a lot, has a big black line going vertically through it. So we've tried a bunch of the things that it suggests you do online. The next thing we're going to try is we're going to go back to Costco today and see if it can be returned or exchanged or what they're willing to do. We think we've had it 5 years now, so we're not sure if anything can be done that way. But it is very annoying to watch a show, especially a show that's semi-dark to begin with, have a big black line up the middle of the screen. But I definitely don't want to have to buy a new TV. And it is the TV that gets used the most. We do have another television in the basement. But if we brought it up, it doesn't have the same capabilities. It's just not as new. But there's always something going on, isn't there? Halloween, of course, is in October, so people are starting to decorate for that. We generally don't decorate our house until just before Halloween. So around the 30th, we'll put all the decorations up. It'll be there for the 31st, and then on the 1st of November, we take them all down. So it's very quick. It's up and down. But we still enjoy decorating for the occasion. Fall is in full bloom here in Atlantic Canada, so the trees are beautiful. There are leaves that are falling on the ground, but we're getting some magnificent colors. So if we get a nice sunny day, I might do a little drive around and do a video of that too, of some of the colors you can see around here. I've done that in the past, so if you want to see, you can look back and see those videos. People reach out and say, oh, you know, you should talk about this, or have you ever heard of that? And I say, well, I've done a video on that, or we've done that. So I've covered a lot of things in the 1,200 videos that I've put out, but I know there's so much more to do, especially when it comes to the hobbies. There's lots of things to do there. And then whatever I get in the mail every week, it's always something new. It might be from some of my regular people, but there's always new stamps to show. There's always new postcard images to show. There's new stories to talk about. And yeah, always wonderful things. Yeah, I'm sure Maine is enjoying the same type of beautiful color changes in their trees as well. Being neighbors, we're going through the same thing. Just like Vermont and New Hampshire and Quebec, Nova Scotia. And yes, the cough is still here. No, we haven't seen yet Steve in Australia, so hopefully he's doing okay. Maybe he's actually getting some sleep this time of night, but he's usually on. We're missing him. Got a bunch of regulars that haven't popped on yet, so maybe they will. Yeah, you can take some photos and turn them into postcards for us, Charmaine. I have one video to come out maybe this week. I have it calling all artists. I've got a couple entries here for that, so I want to do that pretty soon, probably before the end of the year. I'm going to do a giveaway with the art that has come in, and because there's been so much of it, I probably will do 2 or 3 winners and send out the art. Part of wanting to clean up in here, and you know, it's just getting crowded and more crowded in here because my son has his Xbox and his television now on my desk. He's connected directly to the router, so he thought that would improve his gaming. It may have improved his gaming, but it has made this office very cramped. And you'll notice some of my videos now are taking place, especially my decorating videos, are taking place on the dining room table or the kitchen table, because I've had to vacate out of here because I just don't have the space to do it. And I really want to tackle some of this stuff. Like I said, next week's the stamp show. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing at that show. I'm sure it will be something based around the year I'm turning and my birthday. I think I'll do something regarding that. Whether it's getting stamps from that year or creating a budget for that. Something along that effect I'll probably do. As far as the giveaways for this month, November and December, I have gotten enough stuff in probably now that I don't even need to buy any extra stuff for those giveaways. There's Stephen's been very generous in what he's sent, and Liverpool Stamps has sent a big package in, so we're ready for that too. But there are some other things that I've been thinking about, and I want to keep the budget low, but always on the lookout to see what else might be there. And you never know, someone puts stuff in an auction and it might be one of those things that I can't pass up looking for. Like Croatian stamps, I've mentioned I want to start getting some more Croatian stamps because my father's collection only has 3 in it. So I might be on the lookout for some Croatian stamps. But I'm more and more leaning to what came out in 1974 for the next stamp show. Do you guys think that's a good idea? I'm looking for feedback here. The message aren't rolling through, so. I have not received your postcard from Colorado yet. No, it's taken forever, I guess, in the mail. There still seems to be that lag between sending between the US and Canada, and I understand. We can send from Europe pretty quickly. But I know Olia has sent, she sent something to me too, and it hasn't arrived yet, so. It'll get here when it gets here, and that's part of the mystery and the fun of mail, is that I never know what's going to show up from week to week. Even things between local provinces here sometimes take a long time. I have gotten a card from Nova Scotia to New Brunswick, which in reality is a 3-hour drive or 2.5-hour drive. I got it in 1 day, which is great. That's how it should be. But sometimes it's taken 4 days. I don't know why. I think everyone might be sleeping too. Maybe it's overcast where they are too, and it's a nice fall day or a spring day, and they're just tired. But it could be one of those quiet days where it's just currently it's the 7 of us or the 8 of us that are on. That's not a bad thing too. It's just I like when you guys chit chat and say some things that I can respond to and work off of. It's not the sort of day where I should go outside and wander around the property and show you that. It's kind of dreary and drizzly for that, so I won't do that this time around. I could go wake up Polo. I might. Maybe I should reintroduce Polo again to the channel just for a second and then put him back to bed. not a lot that, it's a little cloudy there too, okay? I don't know, I was just going to say there's not a lot, and I can't remember where my conversation or my mindset was going to go after that. I shaved. Did you guys notice that? I shaved this week. It was time. Charmaine, it just seems to be me and you here right now. Everybody else is off doing other things. Well, we know Oli is watching a movie with her husband, so it's kind of hard for her to type at the same time. I don't know what that face is for. Ugh. Got my phone plugged in right now. Charging it up a bit. Now I see there's 8 people on. Who else is on? Someone reach out and let me know you're on. I got 2 people that are hit the like button out of everybody. Oh, Joe's on. David's on. All right. David in Yarmouth. Nice. Local. There, that's what we want to see. We want to see other people participating and saying hello. How are things, David, in Yarmouth today? Is it a rainy day down there too? Joe, thank you for the congrats on the 300,000 views. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're picking up a couple more people that are starting to show up. I see the numbers ticking up a little bit. What do you think? Do you guys want to see Polo? Do you want me to go get Polo for a minute and just bring him out of his house to say a spiky hello? I believe we're in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia, but there's Yarmouth, Maine as well. Oli is back saying hello. Christopher says they don't have many stamp shows around there. Even the coin and stamp stores don't have stamps anymore. Hobby Lobby in the States, eBay. Well, yeah, there are places to find them if you want them, but I've been very fortunate to have an active stamp club here in town, so I've got some really good deals at the auction because the minimum bid is $5, and sometimes you can get a whole collection if you've been watching before, or you can get Scott catalogs, binders, all sorts of things that are worth way more than that, and sometimes you get them for the minimum bid, so I've been very happy. Welcome, Gary, in Surrey, British Columbia. Gary's my nieces and nephews who just got here, or were just here, were from Surrey, so they are back there now, and Lumbee as well. This is more like it. More people on. That's great. More active with what's going on. So Christopher, hopefully you're into my Stamp of the Month giveaway, that you've submitted the special word on that one, and maybe you'll have a chance to win some stamps, space-related stamps. How was your cruise to Alaska, Gary? You have good weather? I love the fact, Gary, you're in brackets on your name says Wet Coaster. Wet Coaster, the West. Oh, you had 3 days in the rain? That's not good. Oh well, hopefully you were dressed accordingly for it. Good, Christopher, I'm glad you're entered. That's your geocaching name, okay. Good name. Very appropriate for where you live. Steve is missing. I'm not sure where he is tonight. It's not like him not to be on the live stream. But I will forgive him because it is very late there, and I'm always impressed that he's on these live streams at 2 o'clock in the morning his time. Oh, Charmaine, you'll have to get over and get entered. I'm still waiting to hear if my September winner has received his stamps from the giveaway. I haven't heard. Philip? That's awesome. 22 World Postcard Day cards. Awesome, awesome. My friend Nicole in Ohio, she sent 130 World Postcard Day cards. It was so impressive to see the stack of cards that she did. Can't know. The postage would blow me away, though, how much that would cost. Yes, if most of them are going within the U.S., it's a lot cheaper. But it's awesome. Gary, you found a bunch of stuff at a local stamp show when they got back. So you've got some sorting stuff to do you? I've got to do another, not soaking video, but I have to spend some time soaking some stamps off again, just to clean up some of the backlog I have over here. Well, Gary, you only have to send pull one address on World Postcard Day to get the badge, so if you can still send 6, that's great. Now, up until this past month, I have always maxed out my cards and make sure the maximum are traveling all the time. It's kind of refreshing a little bit not to have that pressure, or not to feel that pressure that I have to send out every single card. Like, I don't feel like right now I've got to go write 18 postcards to get back to maximum traveling. Although I probably will max them out eventually again. You guys with your direct swaps are definitely keeping me busy. Yeah, the post crossers that have been doing this for ages and ages that can send 100 postcards blow me away. Well, it's good, Gary, that you're maxed out. You're sending, you're waiting for them to be received, and you're actually getting into direct swaps now, too. At some point, I'm going to have to make a choice on what I want to do with my direct swaps versus my post crossing, because budget-wise, unless this channel picks up and I start getting more in monetization for it to help pay for these stamps to send, I'm going to have to figure out what my limit's going to be for sending cards out. Oh, that's not bad. 2 days from Edmonton to Surrey. That's pretty good. Joe got his first post-crossing card from Germany, starting out. Nice. It's always nice to get the first one. Charmaine's coming up at 1 year of having an anniversary next weekend. And to celebrate, you're going to Poland. Maybe Olia and you can do a video together while she's there. Well, I think I'll unplug the phone and we'll walk upstairs to Polo's room and greet him for the morning real quickly here. Here, I don't know what I was stepping on, but probably one of the cables for my son's Xbox. Right, let's go up and see Polo. There's a TV I could steal and bring downstairs. Polo doesn't watch TV a lot. Get that up. Hi, buddy. not your normal time, but people want to see you. You say hello to everybody? You say hello? You're used to being sleepy right now, aren't you? You don't know why you're up. But you're a star of this channel. People send postcards and stamps and all sorts of stuff with hedgehogs on just for you. So, little buddy. Here, say hello. I know you want to go back to bed. Just quick, say hello to everybody. Say hello to Dakota. All right, everybody. It is his bedtime after all, so he's gonna go back to bed. There you go. All right. A quick appearance by Polo. Just because if you're tuning in, you might as well get a chance to see something different, right? And Polo is usually asleep when we do these videos, so. All right. There. Polo's quick appearance. I mean, I have little statuettes that get sent to me. I have some artwork that gets sent to me from time to time. There's an OG one. Came from Sam. That's awesome. So yeah. Jilly sent me this. Polo's name on it. I need to get a I don't know, a sponsor or something that comes in about hedgehogs. Get a pet supply store or something that sends little costumes and outfits for Polo. All right, Gary, good luck. Get everything cleaned up. That's awesome. Thanks for joining. It's been a while, so I'm glad to hear you had a good trip. Media is on. I think the phone is on an angle now. Hold on. Am I straight? There. Hey, Gary, we'll talk to you soon. Maybe we'll hear from you in the mail, too. Oh, I got, if you watched yesterday's video, I got a traveling postcard in the mail yesterday. It's been a little while since I've gotten one of those, so I'll be able to send that out. I thought I had one in my collection, too. I have one of the traveling stamp cards, which I know I've got one of them that's traveling that I started that's out there. So I'll hang on to this one. But where do you go about getting more traveling postcard cards? Do you guys know? I think this one came from Lisa in Pennsylvania. Hello, Media. Are you home now or still on the bus? Charmaine doesn't know. There's probably a site online that I probably can look it up and find out. It's probably something you can just print. Everybody's gone quiet at the same time. It's always the way it is. There's either 1,000 messages flying across the screen or it's dead quiet. And And it looks like I'm just staring at nothing. And so people that are watching this after the fact, they can see it. And it probably looks like I'm having a stroke or something because I go from talking a whole bunch to absolutely saying nothing. Joe purchased 90 postcards at the Post Crossing meetup, and Media is home now. Joe, you're going to have quite the collection of postcards soon. And you sent some wonderful stamps when you sent the Paris Olympic postcard and the India Olympic stamps. They're really nice. So very nice. What I need to find is someone at Canada Post that's willing to send me free stamps so I can help subsidize these hobbies. That's what I need to have, a sugar daddy that has an in with Canadian postage. Even a sugar mama. I'm not particular. I'm just looking for free stamps. And not the collectible ones, the ones that I'm going to put on cards to send out. Awesome. Thanks, Joe. Welcome, Basil. I've been watching chess on television. Okay. Oh, live streaming. Okay, not on TV. Okay. Right now there's chess discussions. You guys are watching chess, and I'm getting ready to watch the Yankees this evening in baseball. Go Yankees. Yeah, Basil, it looks like you had some beautiful cancellations and things. You put out a lot of cards this year, so that's great. The fun thing now is to watch the World Postcards show up and all the variety that are out there. $127 cards. That's a lot of cards. Well, Charmaine, it is. They just finished the wild card games, and so the Yankees weren't in the wild cards. They won their division, so they haven't had to play yet. So tonight will be their first game. They're playing Kansas City in the in the divisional round. So they've had a good year. Now we're gonna see if it translates to a good postseason. But it's funny, in the American League, the other three teams that have made it are all in the Central Division, and then the Yankees in the East, and all the other teams have been eliminated. And the National League, they've got some power. Teams that are still kicking around that are good. The Dodgers, of course, the Padres are around. It's going to be a tough get through to the World Series and see who's standing. Surprising, Detroit Tigers have made it through. They beat the Houston Astros and swept them, so that was an upset already. Well, football season is on too. And I think Denver is 2-2 right now, so they're not doing too badly. My Steelers are 3-1, and they play the Cowboys this week, so that'll be a tough opponent. Basil says they're having a Christmas meetup, so there's going to be a special cancel for that. That's pretty cool. There are so many meetups. I'm getting I get a lot of cards, especially in Austria. They seem to have meetups in Vienna once a month. So there must be a huge post-crossing group there. It's lovely to see the variety of meetup cards too. So many people design their own, and you know, it's neat to see what's out there. Basil says Goa doesn't have. We have only the World Postcross cancellation. I'm guessing he's saying no special cancellation for Christmas, but he's trying to change that now. Oh, you're having another meet. Oh, you're gonna miss it. You're in Poland. Okay, that's a shame. Well, it's good that they're having another one so soon. Yeah, Basil, you seem to have lots of special cancellations there. Basil's meetups only come for World Postcard Day. The only special cancels that I know here, I mean, first day cancels are always different. Some really small post offices still have their own special cancels. But you can send away and get all sorts of these wild cancels. You can do it in the United States too. There's some different people that have put up videos on that. I know Renee put out a video, Renee Lewis, on the US cancels. And Shannon in Alabama has sent me cards, and they've had the special cancels on them too, which I really appreciate. That dad guide cancellation, you know, that would be interesting. I don't think I'm at that level yet, Basil. I'm 150 away from 2,000 subscribers, so I'm curious to know whether or not I can hit that milestone before the end of the year. There'd be a lot of confused people with that dad guy cancellation, wondering what that even meant or who that was. But I appreciate you marking it for October the 12th. That'd be a big milestone too, 1,000 subscribers or followers on Instagram. I think I'm 800 and something on it. I don't watch as closely. I know my daughter is at like 3,000, I think, on that. They're 940, sweet. Yeah, you'll reach it. 60 people away. I use Instagram mostly for direct communication, especially for people leave me messages on my YouTube videos. There's, you know, they don't want to put their full address on it, so I always tell them to go over and send me private messages that way in order to give me that kind of information. And I use it for promoting my YouTube channel, but other than that, I don't use it a lot. Sometimes I post pictures that aren't on my YouTube channel. They go there. Lego builds, that sort of stuff. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, there's a lot of business profiles that try to send you messages. I even missed a message that someone sent me that wasn't a scam or whatever. I get a lot of that. Oh, you should. I'm looking at your channel and it looks great, but your subscribers aren't great. So if you want us to bolster your, I get all those all the time. Delete, 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 delete. Not interested in that stuff. Thank you, Basil. Yeah, you just want, I just want people that are really interested in my channel. If someone had a serious outreach to say, you know, we think you'd be perfect, we have stamp or postcard material we'd love you to promote or do, and they wanted to reach out, yeah, I'd be interested in that sort of stuff. I'm not interested in people getting fake followers and paying for this and that. That's not my style. Nope, not wearing a t-shirt today. The weekends sometimes I go with collared shirts instead. Usually when I get home from work and I take off my uniform, I usually put a t-shirt on, and if it's getting colder, a sweater goes on too. But not always t-shirts. I got a whole bunch of mini sheets from Oman. That'd probably be cool. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm sure you are happy about that. I've been in a bit of a state of flux about the stamp collection lately. I've been getting a lot of stamps that come in, and I show them to you guys, and then either they go in bags or something put aside, or they turn into stuff that I put in giveaways to send right back out into the world again. I haven't been doing any going through the collection, seeing where there's a gap, trying to find something that fits in the gap. And so I haven't touched any of my father's books to modify them. I have created a few new books where I've put in new stamps, especially like mini sheets or something like that. If that shows up, I kind of put them aside. But I'm trying to figure out where I want to go, how I want to do it. So maybe I need to get into in the auctions, maybe bid on some of the binders and stuff that come through to use those to organize. Yeah, language can be different no matter where you are. It might be the English language, but it's all different terms depending on where you live. Well, looking at the time, it is 1:45, and I've got a couple things that I want to do, including that television problem I was telling you about. We're gonna have to run over to Costco for that. So I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys. Let you know that I appreciate you guys coming on every week and being a part of these live streams and helping grow the community. So thanks for all the support that you guys continue to show me, and the things you send in order that I can talk about here on the channel. So I really appreciate it. You guys have a magical week.